Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, thank you all for the response on the last video I put out about the dubbers, the English dubbers. Thank you very much, Mike Claydon, for writing that up for me and doing some of the deep research. You guys seem to really enjoy it, so thank you very much for that. Alas, YouTube didn't like the video as much as you guys seem to. And do you remember, just before I played the clip, I said, YouTube, this is fair use. It is transformative and educational. Be kind. Well, the video was demonetized and blocked in certain territories. So much for fair use on YouTube. Anyway, it's not all doom and gloom, because a couple of days ago, Stripe Your Rambles, my channel, hit 40,000 subscribers. So I'm very pleased about that. So next week, I'm going to do some sort of competition and do the 40k giveaway. I know.
Please try to find a way to forgive me.
Well, also before I start the day, guys, I want to do a special thank you to Albert Cron. Thank you very much, pal. You know what you did, and I look forward to meeting you in September. Also, I'd like to say a special thank you to my mate in Wigan, Neil. Alright, buddy, I hope you're doing well, and I really enjoyed chatting with you the other evening. Right, just a bit of fun today, guys, just a little bit of fun. But you know, in previous videos, I've obviously covered the soundtracks to the Brucelee movies. Now I've covered the dubbers, the English dubbers. Well, today I wanted to see if I can get to the bottom of how the sound effect was made of the nunchaku sound effect that is in all but one of his Brucelee nunchaku scenes. The nunchaku sound effects in Brucelee movies, like Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, and Enter the Dragon, were created using a combination of practical techniques and post-production sound design common in Hong Kong cinema during that era. While no definitive record details the exact process for each film, insights from martial art filmed sound design and accounts from that period provide a clear picture. The iconic whooshing and swishing sounds were primarily achieved by swinging objects through the air to mimic the motion of the nunchaku. Sound designers often use items like bamboo sticks, ropes or whips to create sharp, high-pitched air displacement noises. These were recorded and amplified to emphasise the weapon's speed and impact. For example, a whip crack near a microphone could produce a similar sharp sound, which is then layered or pitch adjusted for the nunchaku's visual motion. In some cases, Foley artists recreated the sounds in a studio by swinging nunchaku or similar props near microphones, adjusting the speed and force to match the on-screen choreography. The clacking sound when the nunchaku strikes objects or themselves were often enhanced by striking wooden blocks or metal rods together, adding a percussive quality. Hong Kong films in the 1970s, including these, relied heavily on post-synchronization, dubbing all audio after filming, as on-set sound recording was often minimal due to budget constraints and noisy shooting environments. This allowed sound designers to craft exaggerated effects to heighten the action, a hallmark of the genre. The nunchaku sounds were stylised to make Lee's movements appear faster and more powerful, aligning with his larger-than-life screen presence. Analogue techniques like tape speed alteration or reverb might have been used to tweak the raw recordings. The result was a distinctive, almost musical sound that became iconic and widely imitated. The sound effect was different in Game of Death, I think purely because of the nylon cord used. That war cry. Now the sound effects in the Kentucky Fried Movie, where the guy comes out doing 2 nunchaku, that is how nunchaku sound in real life. There's more of a deep woo woo as it's going through the air. And when I got to 10,000 subscribers a year ago, Enter the Old Guy, I used bamboo. I created all my own sound effects. I was using bamboo. So I thought today I'm going to have a go at how they created that crazy sound for the nunchaku. And I used some bamboo. I also tried some Kali sticks. I used to do Kali, you know.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
Some wire. This sounded pretty good. Swinging it round, it was the closest I could get. I used some plastic rods. And I used some nunchaku to try and add a little bit of chain effect to it. So what I thought I'd do, I'd go in the garden and do the opening of the Way of the Dragon, you know, where he pulls out one and then he pulls out the other. I thought I'd try and recreate that and add the sound effects to it. So this is how it sounds with no sound effects. Now this is how it sounds with some sound effects added, but to me it just doesn't sound right. I tried adjusting the pitch, I tried to sort of elongate the whooshes, I tried all sorts, but it didn't quite sound the same. This is how it sounds with the Way of the Dragon sound effect. But I honestly think you need a really large room, which I don't have indoors. There's too much ambient noise outside to try and recreate it in the garden. I think you need a large room with either a really long bamboo or some reeds, or maybe even a whip sort of just going around like that. It's a bugger. I really couldn't nail it. But I tried. I did try. Do any of you guys know how it was done? If you do, drop it in the comments down below. I'd really like to get to the bottom of it. It's not just Bruce Lee movies, all them sort of movies use that sound effect when they're swinging the nunchaku. It's not realistic, but it does enhance the experience of watching it. I'm going to carry on trying it with different things, but I need a bigger room and I just don't have that room. The wife would go crazy if I started swinging stuff in the lounge. Anyway, that's my video. Right, thank you for every single one of you that has got me to 40,000 subscribers. I'm bowled over. I'm really chuffed. And like I said, keep an eye out next week because I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway a few items. Right, as always, if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up, it really does boost the algorithm. Comment, let me know how that sound effect was done. Do you think I got close to it? Also, subscribe to Stripey Rambles. As you know, I want the channel to grow this year, and it is doing so. And hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. And of course, a special thank you to my amazing patrons. Guys, thank you very much. Means a lot. Right, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have yourselves an amazing weekend, guys. Much love. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care of yourselves now.